Some people chant mantras, some light lamps, but some light a fire in society. They don't just worship Shiva in temples, they worship him through the courage and compassion and of revolution. This is the story of Basava and many other saints like him, souls who didn't just bow before Shiva, but lifted others up in his name. Basava was not a king, not a sage from the Himalayas. He was born in 12th century Karnataka, into a society divided by caste, status, and privilege. But from a young age, he saw something disturbing. People were told, "You're not pure enough. You can't touch that. You can't enter the temple." And Basava asked, how can Shiva, the lord of cremation grounds, ever care about caste? So, he began to write, speak, act. He started the Lingayat movement, where anyone, regardless of birth, could wear the linga and worship Shiva directly. No middleman, no priest, just you and your Lord. He wrote vachanas, short, piercing poems in Kannada, reminding people that God is not locked behind rituals or rules. One of his lines still rings loud. The rich build temples for Shiva. What shall I, a poor man, do? My legs are pillars, my body, the shrine. My head is the golden tower. Isn't that beautiful? It wasn't just poetry. It was of a revolution. He rejected untouchability. He challenged authority. He built a community where work was worshipun and love was law. And he wasn't alone. There was Allama Prabhu, the mystical yogi saint who taught that silence was the deepest prayer. There was Akamahadevi, a woman who walked away from marriage, royalty, and comfort to seek Shiva, whom she called Chenna Mallikarjuna, as her only true beloved, and so many others. Manikkavachakar, Appar, Nandanar, men and women who saw no difference between a street sweeper and a scholar, because in front of Shiva, all are one. These saints changed not just religion, they changed society. They broke walls, they built bridges. They taught us that Bhakti, true devotion, is not about escaping the world, but transforming it. So what does this mean for you and me today? It means this. If your worship separates you from others, it's not Shiva you're worshipping. If your prayers make you feel higher than someone else, you've missed the point. Devotion is not just about incense and chants. It's about how you treat people. The ones no one sees, no one values, no one listens to. So here's your simple practice for the week. Pick one act of dignity. It could be speaking kindly to someone who's often ignored. It could be learning about a saint from a background different from yours. Or simply acknowledging a worker, a helper, a cleaner with respect and warmth. Because every soul you meet is a potential Shiva in disguise. And if this story lit something in your chest, if it reminded you that Bhakti can be bold, raw, and revolutionary, then do subscribe to this channel. Because these are not just stories, they are blueprints for how we rise and lift others along the way.